Judith Butler, United States. Judith Butler stands as one of the most influential and challenging voices in contemporary philosophy and gender theory. Born in 1956 in Cleveland, Ohio, Butler rose to global prominence with the publication of Gender Trouble in 1990, a book that did not simply contribute to feminist theory, but redefined the very way we think about gender identity and power. A philosopher trained in the traditions of continental thought, especially post-structuralism, phenomenology, and political theory, Butler's work bridges complex theory with urgent political questions about the body, violence, and human recognition. At the heart of Butler's philosophical contribution is the radical claim that gender is not something we are, but something we do, a performative act. In other words, gender is not a fixed identity or innate essence, but a set of repeated social behaviors and norms that come to appear natural over time. This notion of gender performativity transformed feminist and queer theory by exposing the instability of categories like man and woman, and by challenging the idea that there is a singular or true gender identity. Importantly, Butler's use of performance should not be mistaken for mere theatricality or choice. Rather, it is a way of revealing how deeply our bodies and behaviors are regulated by societal expectations. We are born into a matrix of norms about how to speak, dress, move, desire, and our identities are formed in negotiation with these forces. To perform gender differently, to resist those norms, is therefore not only a personal act, but a political one. Butler's critique of identity has not been without controversy. Some feminists initially resisted her ideas, fearing they undermined the basis for collective political struggle. But Butler's work has since become foundational to queer theory, trans theory, and contemporary understandings of intersectionality, helping scholars and activists alike to navigate questions of fluid identity, social justice, and resistance to normative violence. Beyond gender, Butler has extended her philosophical reach into ethics, politics, and human vulnerability. In works like Precarious Life, 2004, and Frames of War, 2009, she explores how some lives are deemed more valuable than others, a process shaped by media narratives, state violence, and global power structures. She introduces the concept of precarity to describe the condition of lives that are constantly exposed to violence, poverty, or erasure, especially in contexts of war, migration, and marginalization. Butler's politics are grounded in nonviolence and solidarity. In The Force of Nonviolence, 2020, she argues that nonviolence is not passive or weak, but an active form of resistance rooted in the recognition of our interdependence. She challenges both state violence and forms of activism that replicate patterns of domination, insisting on an ethics of care that crosses boundaries of race, gender, class, and nation. Another hallmark of Butler's work is her defense of freedom of expression and critique of authoritarianism. She has been a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights globally and a defender of academic freedom in times of growing censorship and anti-intellectualism. Her commitment to public engagement, through lectures, interviews, and political statements, reflects her belief that philosophy must not remain in the ivory tower, but intervene in the struggles of the real world. Though her writing can be dense and theoretically rigorous, Butler's ideas have had a profound impact well beyond academic circles. Her concepts have shaped activist movements, informed legal debates around gender identity and sexuality, and helped individuals articulate their experiences of marginalization and transformation. Butler's work, while deeply rooted in the struggles of marginalized communities, transcends specific contexts to offer a universal critique of power and a vision for a more just and compassionate world. As such, she continues to inspire new generations of thinkers and activists who seek to challenge the status quo and create a better future for all. As we wrap up this series celebrating the best minds of our time, I want to take a moment to thank you, the viewers, for your role in making it such a success. Your engagement, whether through likes, comments, or shares, has been a driving force behind this project, It's your curiosity and appetite for knowledge that inspires us to keep pushing, to keep seeking out and showcasing the brightest minds shaping our world. But this journey doesn't end here. We are just getting started. If you've been inspired by the series and want to be part of this intellectual adventure further, I invite you to join our community. It's a space where we can continue the conversations sparked by these brilliant minds, discuss their ideas, and share our thoughts on how we can apply these insights to our own lives and the world around us. It's a community of learners and thinkers, and I would love for you to be a part of it. So join us and let's continue to explore, learn, and grow together. Remember, the pursuit of knowledge and understanding is a lifelong journey, and I'm glad you're a part of ours. Thank you once again for your incredible support and for joining us on this remarkable journey through the world of ideas. Together, we can continue to celebrate and support the best minds of our time and ensure that their work continues to inspire and shape our world for the better.